Hello everyone and welcome back to the Halo 2 Ultimate Campaign Tweaks playthrough. This is Gravemind, and as you might be able to tell, I've got a new mic, so the audio issues with the previous videos won't be a problem anymore, hopefully. I probably will go back and re-record playthroughs of the old levels so that you get more of an idea of what I'm actually saying there. We'll call the previous ones test run. But that's probably for the best because I can show some of the variations in the mod with repeated playthroughs. So this is Gravemind, probably one of my favourite missions in Halo 2. I know I've said that about a lot of them, but it is probably, next to Regret, it's probably the one that I played the most as a kid. I think Regret, Sacred Icon and this mission. It's one of the longest missions in the game. In fact, I think it's one of the longest missions in the series. And I haven't changed that much about this sort of early section. Most of the changes I've made in this mod kind of come into play a bit later, but there are a few changes here and there which I'll call out as we go. So this strategy of climbing up onto the council chamber plinths is a must on higher difficulties for this mission. For those of you who don't know how to do it, you jump onto one of those and then crouch jump up onto this ledge. It takes a bit of practice to get it, but once you've got it, I mean on Legendary, if you're not up here shooting down at the Covenant, then you'll be stuck in this part for a long time. In fact, I'm surprised I wasn't just instantly killed. This is heroic, but this mission's infamous for just dumping you right in the firing line of two brutes with your shields already lowered as well. So here we go, here's the first change. It's only a small thing, but the brutes that appear from that lift are now honor guards instead of just regular brutes. I thought that made sense considering that lift is supposed to lead down into the Prophet's chambers. Functionally, I don't know what is actually different about the honor guard brutes compared to the regular ones. I think they might have more health. Ah, here we go. Ah, drat. That carbine I need. Oh, jeez. Oh, this might be it. Okay, I have no ammo. I need that carbine. Oh, that's a needler. Oh, dear. Drat. Okay, so hopefully we can not lose that carbine this time. Where are we? The needler tracking is, it's probably the best in this game, but it still cannot fathom corners. Oh dear. Guess it's time for up close and personal. There we go. Uh-oh. I need some needler ammo quickly. Ah, he has a needler. Fortunately, he's right between those two. Aha! Where'd that needler go? Oh, he's still alive. Oh, blimey. No chance. See if I can get two of these, then that might work. There we go. Excellent. So I think the two brutes of the carbines are up onto the right. Oh, wait, no. There's one on the left. Is there also one on the right? Oh dear. If I can get that carbine, then it should be smooth sailing from there. Excellent. Oh! Guess I spoke too soon. There we go. Come on, you. Why is it always so difficult? Berserking brutes really weren't given the testing that they were required, I think. There we go. Grenades, that's just typical. See, this section really is a learning curve after the relatively straightforward quarantine zone. There we go. Especially considering this is the first encounter you have with the brutes in the whole game. Right, that should be it now. Oh wait. There we go.
Put me down on one of the pedestals near the door. That prophet, Truth, he has the index. You've got to
It's just a complete mess.
Let me get these doors. Go. It'll be easier to track Truth if I stay in the network.
There we go. Oh dear. No other needles. So we get to the first outside section now.
Right this way.
I think of all the environments in the whole game, High Charity is definitely in my top 3. It's one of the most stunning vistas, I think. Although it is sort of interesting how in Anniversary graphics they've kind of made it just look like a generic human city. Like in classic graphics, you know, there isn't really that much to look at, but it looks sort of alien. Whereas in new graphics, it just kind of looks like human skyscrapers. It's a very strange choice. Go. One of them must still be out there. There we go.
Truth is moving through the lower levels of the tower. I'll reverse this grav lift. Drop
So
down,
the change is bizarre. I would say it
safe, really. Just
it looks better, as in it looks more like a city in the new graphics, but artistically speaking, I don't know. So we'll start to see a few more changes in the mods very soon. In fact, I think this next room has some.
Stay sharp.
There we go. Perfect. So this jackal here has a plasma rifle, or at least he did. Now he's dead. Aha.
Enemy that way. Ow!
Haha, there we go.
Wait a minute. I'm reading marine IFF transponders. The signals are originating somewhere below your position.
Oh, he saw me. Excellent.
There's another lift in the next room.
Failed miserably. Oof. Drat.
There's another lift in the next room.
Haha.
Here, Chief. Jump in.
Haha.
There are 2 groups of Marines in this detention block. I'll
Now
zero
this
their locations. You neutralize the guards.
This is probably the biggest change in the mission. We'll see in just a second. Sneaky sneak. Don't know what he's laughing at. There we go.
Come to the middle level, Chief. The Marines are just inside. Careful of the guards.
Jeez. Right. Excellent. There we go. Right. So, as you'll be able to see, there are far more Marines in this version of the level. I
Listen
think
up, Marine.
each cell
The
has
Chief's
3
hunting a
Marines
prophet,
instead
and
of
you're gonna help him kill it.
1.
No sense sticking around here.
So let's see. Let's
One more
try and
group of Marines to go, Chief.
give them some better weapons as well. So they all spawn with plasma pistols, but then just like in the regular level, one Marine from each cell will pick up another weapon. In fact, I can...
That's right.
Chief, come to the lower level. 4 guards, get ready.
don't know why I keep trying to throw grenades. I clearly don't have any. Excellent. Nice. Oh. Nice. So there's another change in this one specifically, in that you get 2 sets of 3 Marines as allies, but also the Jackals from the Arbiter cutscene. The logic there being that they were imprisoned by the Covenant, so because you let them out, you know, Jackals are like sort of mercenaries, so they're just like, oh, we'll just side with you then.
Thanks, Mike.
Where's my carbine? There we go. Later on in the mission, when you get more beam rifles, you can create your own Jackal snipers, and they're just as effective against AI as your allies as they are against you when they're your enemies, which is interesting. Oh dear.
Hey, careful! Hey!
Hostile reinforcements coming down the lift.
Now there's a little trick you can do here, where if you move up and down these gravity lifts, as the Covenant are coming down, as you can see, the gravity kind of affects them as well, and they all just sort of, they all die. So I'll give you a carbine, and I'll give the other one a carbine. A very neat little pile there that they've made.
Step on in.
Up we go. So, this next phase of the mission has a lot more changes, but the addition of more Marines is obviously a big change that affects much of the rest of the level. Get out of there,
It was
you.
Tartarus and his boots, the icon from the flood.
Brilliant.
For that they have our thanks.
Excellent. Truth is broadcasting on the move. It'll make it much easier to track.
So, for lots of the elites throughout the mission, I've changed their rank, abilities, because in the original game, a lot of the elites in this mission will only spawn as miners, because their sort of rank increase chance is set to 0. So I've modified that slightly so that more of the elites can spawn as mages or even ultras on higher difficulties. I've also swapped around some of the elite spawns. You'll see there's Spec Ops elites here where there were originally honor guards, but throughout the mission I've made, I've kept the number of different types of ranking elites basically the same. Oh dear. As you can see, having more allies definitely helps out a lot here, with when you get ambushed like that.
The elites have failed to protect the prophets, and in so doing, all our lives at risk. Get his oath. Thou and then will keep us safe, just in time.
I've got a fix on Truth just outside this tower, Chief. There's an exit
Well, that was
nearby. Hurry.
devastating. I'm astonished that one of the Jackals actually survived that. But that's the thing as well. You can take huge losses and still you know, still carry on. Speaking of huge losses, I think we're about to take some more here. Oh jeez. There we go. So I think sadly we did lose all of our jackals.
You wouldn't believe the number of kill systems the Covenant are throwing down around me. Not to worry, it's pretty sloppy stuff. I guess they never expected a hostile intelligence to penetrate their network from inside.
There we go. So if we give our marines some of these nice beam rifles, should make them a bit more effective. Oh, jeez.
Brutal, sir.
Well, we're down to just 2 marines after starting with 12, which is unfortunate. But we press on.
The Covenant just destroyed 2 of their own ships, and I'm hearing reports of small arms fire throughout their fleet.
Creatures of the Covenant, path forward and we shall walk it
Slip space
side
rupture.
by side.
It's in amber clad.
So there aren't many changes to this section, but it's this next part that has a lot of changes. You can see there's an Honor Guard Ultra and some other Honor Guards. I've changed up the weapon spawns, so that one dual wields Needlers. Normally now the elites will usually win this battle. In fact, yep, looks like they have.
At this moment, the councillors gather on Halo to see the icon sacred.
Rise, Pack Brothers! Cast down the elites!
There are those who said this day would never come.
I've also changed some of the drone weapons. You can see that one there is wielding a plasma rifle. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oof.
Rise, Pack Brothers! Cast down the elites!
There are those who said this day would never come. What are they to say now?
Uh-oh. Excellent. That wasn't too bad.
I have listened to the order. I'm going to confirm now he must go. The great journey begins here.
The elites are falling back to the mausoleum. Fools! Their arbiter can do nothing for them now.
Who would doubt the prophets? What have we foretold that has not come to pass?
I do love Truth's voice in Halo 2. I think the voice in Halo 3, you know, is fine. You know, it serves the purpose for being the kind of scheming villain. But in Halo 2, the voice has it gives off a sort of Machiavellian quality of Truth that his voice in Halo 3 just wasn't able to capture. It almost sounds like between Halo 2 and Halo 3 he had some kind of horrendous, I don't know, some kind of, he like smoked too much, or he overdosed on something, because he's so husky.
Their arbiter can do nothing for them now.
Who would doubt the prophets? What have we foretold that has not come to pass?
I often wonder why it is that Truth's original voice actor didn't come back for Halo 3. Okay, let's try this again. I find a lot of similarities between the Halo 2 carbine and the Halo 1 Magnum in terms of the accuracy. It's like sometimes, you know, you'll have it aimed right on target, right for a headshot, and you'll shoot and it won't hit. Then other times you'll fire at what seems to be a miss and get a hit anyway. It's like, it's accurate, but it's just got that slight degree of variance that makes it interesting. Certainly one of my favourite weapons. So I'm sort of skipping through these sections, partly for time and also because there aren't really that many changes. Because to be honest, other than adding more Marines and changing the weapon spawns of jackals and drones and adding a few more sort of different ranked elites with different weapons, like this guy here who's dual wielding now, there aren't that many changes. It's mostly small things, but the addition of more Marines is definitely the biggest one. So we have here Spec Ops Ultra with a plasma rifle who you can just massacre. There we go. Ah, there we go. I knew there was some carbine ammo around here somewhere. So, in this room here, I've changed up the elite spawns. I think there's 3 types of elite that can spawn out of each door, and the game will choose 2, one of each. And they have different ranks, different weapon combinations. Where is the other one? Oh, I've set them onto each other. That's excellent. Did he deal with the brute? Yes, he did. Okay.
If we're going to catch Truth, we'll need to take a shortcut, straight through the mausoleum. Look on the bright side. For now, they seem much more interested in killing each other.
That brute just straight up killed himself. Uh-oh. See, the fact that some of the drones have brute plasma rifles as well means that they fire even more rapidly. It's kind of a bit of Halo 3 ODST vibes going on there. 'Cause some drones do wield brute plasma rifles in that game. I think that's the only game where drones sort of wield plasma rifles by default, which is interesting because there's no real reason why they shouldn't be able to wield plasma rifles, unless it's purely a status thing. Oh blimey! Oh dear! What the heckin' heckity heck? Excellent. Yeah, so we're reaching the end of Gravemind now. It's just the last mausoleum fight to go. The next mission, though, Uprising, there are far more changes throughout. So I think one of the things that sort of stopped me from making too many changes to this mission is I do plan on doing other mods using this modded level as like a kind of template. So this is just sort of, you know, the standard experience. I did a while ago, before Halo 2 was updated to fix the dual wielding bugs and things like that. I changed a lot of things on this mission to make it look like the Banished were attacking High Charity. So there was like brutes and elites on the same team fighting against red elites and brute captains. I might try and remake that at some point. So obviously it was made useless by the update, which is a shame. These are all ultras. Uh-oh. Ah, caught between a rock and a hard place. Oh dear. Ah yes, those brutes saved me. Jeez. There we go.
I'm picking up 2 more transponders. Commander and Johnson. They're closing on troops' positions. They'll need your help. This way, Chief.
I know what's coming through that door. Yep, the Honor Guard Counselor, or in this case, he's just a Honor Guard Ultra with a helmet. I could never have fixed this, because it is a glitch. He's meant to be a Zealot. It's a misallocated tag that makes him spawn with the kind of messed up armor. Anyone who's modded Halo 2 and changed the elites will know that this is what happens to any elite when you put in the wrong tag, and it can spawn with a variety of heads, including helmetless, Honor Guard, Counselor, regular elite, and even Ratas Vadum's head. But you know, it makes an interesting little mini boss to end the mission. So that's Gravemind. I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough, and I hope that this new mic has actually worked as it should. So if you want to play this mod, the link will be in the description, and I'll see you for the next mission, which is Uprising.
Before things get really ugly.